Welcome back to the exciting and dramatic developments of the movie Beyond the Gates. Naomi never thought that a normal afternoon could turn into a nightmare that would turn her life upside down forever. She was simply cleaning up her mother's old attic after she passed away. A dusty but emotional task, where every item, every diary, every yellowed photo contained family memories. While Naomi pulled out a small, old wooden box hidden under a pile of blankets and old books, she had no idea that she was about to open the door to a secret that had been buried for many years. Inside the box were a stack of old letters tied with faded purple ribbons, along with a few black and white photos that had been eroded by time. Among them, Naomi noticed a letter with a very familiar handwriting. It was her mother's handwriting. The letter had smudged ink, as if someone had cried while writing it, and was addressed to a person named Leslie. At first, Naomi felt confused because the name was unfamiliar to her, but when she read the words inside, she felt like she couldn't breathe anymore. The letter revealed an unimaginable truth. Leslie was the biological sister of June, the woman who had caused Naomi misery, pain, and hatred for many years. June was not only a rival in love, the one who stole the man Naomi loved, but also the one who had sown countless tragedies into her life, from family breakdown to suspicion and irreparable division. And now, when faced with the truth that Leslie, the close friend, the colleague who made Naomi trust, share and rely on, was actually the blood of her greatest enemy in life, Naomi fell into a state of numbness. Each word in the letter was like a knife that stabbed deep into her mind. Her mother had a daughter who had been lost in a house fire many years ago. That child had been adopted by another family, and that girl's name was Leslie. No one, not even Naomi's mother, had ever known that the missing daughter was related to June, who had also been adopted by the other family. That strange and cruel coincidence was like a cruel fate that Naomi could not believe in the truth. Naomi's mind was filled with patchwork images from the past, the times she and Leslie had argued, then reconciled, the times she felt Leslie was too lenient with June, the times Leslie was confused when Naomi harshly criticized June. There was a reason for everything, and this truth was like a key that unlocked all the mysteries she had overlooked. Naomi begins to recall the time Leslie once broke down in tears when she mentioned a sister she had never met but always felt close to. She didn't think Leslie was telling the truth. And now the painful truth has emerged, that sister was June, and June's real sister was none other than Leslie. Naomi feels like the world around her is spinning. Everything she believed in is crumbling under her feet. How can she continue to trust anyone when the friend she loved most has the blood of the person she hated the most? Every moment of the past comes back like a whirlwind, Leslie standing up for June, trying to mend their relationship, and Naomi at the time thinking Leslie was just an innocent optimist, unaware of June's cruelty. But now, looking back, she understands that Leslie knew more than she let on. Maybe she even knew the truth, or at least suspected it. Naomi falls into a state of utter confusion, her tears falling uncontrollably. She feels betrayed by both the important women in her life, her mother for keeping this secret for so many years, and Leslie for hiding her true identity. But at the same time, she cannot deny a vague, chaotic feeling. Is this the reason why Leslie has always stayed by her side even though she has hurt her? Did Leslie ever want to reveal the truth but was not brave enough? And did June, her greatest enemy, know that she has a real sister who has been living next to her enemy all this time? Naomi does not know whether to be angry, heartbroken, or resigned. She only knows that things will never be the same again. From that moment on, a new chapter opens in Naomi's life, a chapter of confrontations, unanswered questions, and truths that perhaps she is not ready to face. But she knew that she could no longer turn back, could no longer ignore the truth. And as the last letter fell from Naomi's hand, the wind blew gently through the window, carrying with it the fragile sheets of paper carrying echoes of the past, signaling a new storm was coming, a storm of truth, of tears, and of bloody relationships waiting to be exposed. But when Naomi thought it couldn't get any worse, something terrible happened. As if fate had not yet let her go. In her panic, she decided to confront Leslie. She went straight to her best friend's house, carrying the letter and confronting her. But Leslie's house was empty. Everything was strangely quiet. Naomi realized the door was unlocked, and when she stepped inside, a chill ran down her spine. The house was a mess. as if someone had left in a hurry. On the table, an envelope was neatly placed with her name written in Leslie's handwriting. Inside was a photo that made Naomi freeze. It was Leslie and June, together, hand in hand, standing in front of a grave. And the name on the gravestone was Naomi's mother's. The caption behind the photo read, in a scribbled voice, "Mother chose one." But she did not know that both of her children had returned. Naomi felt as if she were choking on her own breath. She understood that this was not just a coincidence of fate, but a carefully hidden plot, a revenge plan that had been going on for years. Leslie was not innocent. She was not the victim or the mediator that Naomi had believed. She was part of the plan. A card that June had arranged from the beginning to infiltrate and destroy Naomi's life from the inside, slowly, silently, but extremely cruelly. And then one final detail made everything explode in Naomi's mind. In Leslie's closet, she found a box of files, filled with documents, photos, and even diaries that recorded every step of Naomi's life over the years, from school, work, friends to her most private secrets. Her every move is being watched, recorded, and behind it all are Leslie and June, two blood sisters, who together are carrying out the most elaborate and brutal revenge drama Naomi could ever imagine. Even the people Naomi once trusted, ex-lovers, co-workers, neighbors, may have been bribed, used as part of this dark game. In a moment, Naomi's entire world has collapsed. She has lost not only her trust, her friendships, her family, but also herself. She screams in pain, but is met with silence. And now, Naomi has only one choice: to step into the darkness, to face the two sisters who have turned her life into hell. The confrontation will be unforgiving, and Naomi knows it. All blood will be spilled. But the last thing that makes viewers unable to believe is the detail that Naomi discovers another copy of the birth certificate hidden carefully in Leslie's secret room, clearly stating the names of the biological parents, none other than Naomi's parents. That means Naomi, Leslie, and June are actually three biological sisters separated after a horrific family separation. All three have the same blood, born from the same mother who died in silence, carrying a dark secret that is now being dug up from the coldest graves. What will happen next when the enemy turns out to be blood, when the victim is actually part of the conspiracy? Will Naomi forgive or destroy everyone? Will the past bury or awaken a new tragedy? The answer will leave you breathless and unable to look away. Prepare for the next chapter full of blood, tears, and the most naked truth you have ever known. And don't forget to subscribe and follow our channel so you don't miss the next shocking secrets, because the truth is just starting to be revealed.